Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's your girl Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general weekly collective reading. It is not tied to any specific zodiac signs. So like I always say, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable and that time as well as the energy is fluid. For this week we will have Mercury going back home into Gemini. That'll be on Monday, and then on Tuesday we will have the full moon in Sag. Which, with every full moon, the moon is opposite to the sun. The sun is currently in Gemini. So, whatever you need to release, let go of, now would be the time to do it. And I'm hearing Jupiter. I'm not sure what Jupiter may have to do with it. But it almost makes me feel like, Jupiter is the planet of, rewards. It's forward progress. And it is currently in Aries. So for some of you, whatever you may decide to let go of or, release from your life in any situation, circumstance, or capacity, some of you, it's like you may be rewarded for that. I was guided to use the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. It came to me as I was sleeping last night. And then I also heard they gave me a song. I don't know the title of the song, but I know it's a DMX song. And, shout out to DMX and rest in peace. But in the song he goes, the snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see him if you living in the fog? So that makes me feel like there's it is going to be the full moon this week, but the full moon exposes, and now they're giving me, their Neptune energy, which is, that it could be the planet of illusion, of, dreams, of, delusions, and that's at home in Pisces as well. So for some of you, take that how it resonates, but they did give me that song. So with that being said, we're going to jump right in, and I'm going to grab the overall energy. I was also guided to do this weekly reading as a Celtic cross spread, so that's what we're going to do. And yeah, we're going to jump right in. Yeah, so the bottom of the deck, we have the thread, which, it speaks to, what I get off of this card is like, I almost feel like something is being pulled down, like the veil, the mask, something is being pulled down, but it's also giving me the energy of, like someone trying to come out of a dark place. Trying to obtain that rainbow that's up here. Trying to get to, it almost makes me feel like some type of clarity. But then with the mountain up under it, that makes me feel like, the only way out is through. So before you can, obtain this light or reach the rainbow, you have to, make it through whatever darkness this may be for you. For some of you, I feel like it's almost like an energy of giving up as well. But there's a connection, whether it's to a person, place, or thing, that's, not in a good place right now. And, for some of you, this could be you. It doesn't have to be. It could just be, the energy. Um, it just makes me feel like someone is trying to make it to the other side. And with, because they're giving me the song again. And DMX is a Sagittarius, but with this full moon in Sag, like, that energy is going to be very heightened. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yep, and like I said, for some of you, we have the temple. And going through whatever this may be for you, trying to make your way out of a dark place or a bad situation, is going to set you up on the right path. With the temple here, it's almost like you just need to have hope and faith. But then we have the offering, which I said for some of you, you're going to be rewarded with something for, making it through this or getting through this here. And it's almost like whatever this is, it's, we have the empty room. And that's making me feel like there's space that's being created for you to receive this. You have to have space. You have to have the capacity to receive whatever this offering is. And it's almost like they're telling you like this is in reverse for a reason, but it's the mass. You see, it's like dark to light, dark to light, dark to light, dark and light, like I don't know, but there's some type of revealing, unmasking, or stripping that is happening this week, or that could be happening, is what I feel like. For some of you, it could just be, you emerging, coming out of a dark space, but some of you could be witnessing this within another person. So let's grab the overall energy for this week. Ooh. As it pertains to the collective. Yep. Yeah, so we have the underworld, which makes me feel like there's a lot of stuff going on, under the scenes. This is giving me like that Scorpio death energy, and we do have the North Node, or the South Node, excuse me, in Scorpio. But there's a lot of stuff that is going on behind the scenes, unconsciously. And before I do that, they're telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Mystic. So what this is making me feel like is like there's almost like an emergence coming to some of you by way of your intuition. And then you see this fire energy here, they're drawing me to that. There's something that you may see, as we have the eye here, there's something you may see, but it's almost like something is being ignited almost intuitively for someone, which is pushing this energy out. And then we have the forest, and here's that, that dark and light, dark and light. Like someone is navigating through the dark, but in order to reach this light, this has to be like almost cleaned up. Give me one more, please. That one really wanted to come out. I don't know what it was though. Yep, and then the sword. There it is, that dark and light connotation. Like, I don't know what it is. But there's going to be some truth, some clarity that is coming this week for, some of you. in regards to yourself, or it could be in regards to another person, or it could, could be another person that's having this epiphany or whatever about you. Really, y'all? Come on now. And it may come by way of a tower moment with this lightning strike on this card. Yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hunter. Which is, this Hunter card is a predator, a prey energy, but it also, what it speaks to is like someone is like, if you're searching for something, you're gonna find it. Like they always say, you go looking for something, you're gonna find it. Whether you're gonna be happy or sad or upset about what you find, that's on you. But that's not something that I encourage. But with this Hunter energy, there is going to be light shed on the situation for someone this week. But it's also giving me the energy of, like I said, someone trying to find their way out. They're trying to like almost get towards the light, but they're meeting so much resistance. And again, how they say you can't see the forest for the trees. Like what it feels like is with this full moon, you're gonna have it's gonna be like a guiding light. For some of you, it's guiding you out of something that is very toxic. No matter what it is, a person, place, or thing. I just heard addictions, whatever those may be, fears. You're being guided out of that energy. But it is not gonna be, it's not easy. It's never easy. It's never easy. And I would, for some of you, we have the vessel up under that. I would pay attention to your body, what your body is telling you. Yeah, because whatever this is with Gnosis, it's going to, put you into alignment, but a lot of it is almost like it's coming by way of, like I said, intuition. Just follow your intuition, because like I tell people, intuition is not a thought. It's actually something that you feel within your body. Your body will let you know if something is right or wrong. Your body will tell you. You may get, your heart may thump, your chest may thump. You may get a sinking feeling in your stomach. For some of you, it may play out as anxiety with shaking. All different ways your intuition tells you what is for you. You just have to be in tune enough with your body to receive that. So bottom of the tarot deck, we have the Seven of Cups. And here's that fog that some of you are in right now. You don't know what's going on emotionally with the Seven of Cups. And then we have the Hangman. And I don't know why I've been getting this energy a lot, with the Hangman, and the Hermit. Someone is really trying, but it's almost like they're trying to gain a new perspective, trying to do something different, but it's fear with the Nine of Wands that keeps them from taking any action. But it's almost like either this fear is being highlighted with the moon and the sun, but what comes out during this cycle is going to move you forward into a place of more security with the Nine of Pentacles. Rewards. Like I tell you, I keep getting that Jupiter energy. Being rewarded for doing so. For some of you, it's going to be an alignment within yourself. For others of you, it's going to be, you're going to be gifted a person that anytime we go through a transformation, it's a new beginning. And it's almost like some of you are being gifted with someone that can help you, assist you along with this new, on this new leg of your journey. And this is almost what is going to be created, the Ten of Pentacles, with this person. But for some of you, you're being gifted with a person, but you may, be feeling like some regret or remorse because you're going to have to leave this Ten of Pentacles behind. But you're still being rewarded with the Ace of Pentacles. So whether you're being rewarded with a person or you're being rewarded with, aligning within yourself, or if you're having to leave something behind, something that you worked hard on, you put a lot of time, energy, and effort in, even money for some of you, you're still going to be rewarded because you're worried about, what you're going to have to leave behind, these 3 cups and this 10 of Pentacles, but you have that 2 of Cups, which is right here. So, like they just said, don't fret, my dear. Don't fret. It's going to be all right. For some of you, it's going to be better than you expected. But let's see what the situation is. You guys are not, familiar with the Celtic Cross. It's a 10-card spread. Most of the times when I do it, I really don't need any clarification. But sometimes I do, so we'll see. But the situation we have here is the World. Endings and new beginnings. They're telling me to use the bottom card to clarify after each card. Yes, the clarity with the Queen of Swords. Some of you could be ending something with a Queen of Swords energy, or you could be beginning something with a Queen of Swords energy, but you're still in this place of, fear, being defensive. I feel like this may even be the energy that's you're going to be beginning something with. Because the Queen of Swords has the Ace of Swords, and they're drawing me to that, and that's in their future position, which this person, either it's a person that has some clarity you need, or through this ending and a new beginning, you're going to gain clarity of, for some of you, it is your fears or what was holding you back from, taking action. What's crossing the situation? What's crossing as it pertains to the energy for this week? What's crossing? That's too late. What's crossing? Yep. Worry, stress, fear, anxiety with the 9 of Swords. But it's like for some of you, you're relying on your thoughts. With the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess, which is saying like you have to step into your intuition. Don't resist it. What your intuition is trying to tell you is to get you to, get moving with this Knight of Wands. So what can we see? What can we see? What's conscience to the collective for this week? So this is basically, conscience, what you're already aware of. What can we see for the collective? Yeah, that it's time to end this cycle. It's done. It's over. No matter what it is, whatever situation you're in or that needs to end or that you will be ending, it's over. It's the end to this devil energy, whether it's a person, place, or thing. And like I said, I felt that. They were giving me addictions, no matter what they are: food, sex, video games, money, another person. And this is what is conscious, what you can see. Some of you, know that this toxic cycle is over. But some of you are, resisting moving forward with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords. You're trying to resist it, but it's like in trying to resist what you already know needs to end or has ended for you, depending on where you're at, you're creating more resistance. What excuse me, what don't we see? What don't we see? We have the King of Swords and the Chariot. Yeah. And for some of you, what you don't see is that with the King of Swords and the Chariot, it's like what you don't see is what you see. Like you're because you know this already. It's crazy because someone asked me, someone that I know personally, they asked me this weekend, they wanted a reading. And I told them, I said, no, like, I'm not the reader for you. Just because I know you personally. But, doing what I do and doing this job, people can sometimes take the information that you give them and, personalize it and internalize it. And I said, no, I'm not going to read for you because then, I don't need the negative energy back if I tell you something that you don't want to hear. But I also said, like, what I would tell you in the reading is something you would already know. Readings are, the way that I look at readings is that they're confirmation. We all seek that confirmation. And no matter what situation or circumstance we're going in our life. So I understand that. But I told them, I was like, what I would tell you, you already know. And I get it, but I told them, straight up, like, I'm not the reader for you. But that's because tarot readings, at least from my perspective and what I've seen, they don't, quote unquote, predict the future. When I pull cards, it's not for divination. It's for what's going on around you. And I explain the energy the best way that I can. It's a possibility. It's not a fact. It's not set in stone. But I know when I read cards, I can't, I'll be like, oh, this is going to happen. No, this is either happening right now or it already happened for you. That's why I say it may happen for you in the future because nobody knows. Nobody knows, but like I said, a lot of times readings, want to come through as, they come through for me and, people that I read for as just confirmation of like, wanting to know like if you're on the right path, if you're doing the right thing. Only you know what's right and wrong for you. Even me as a reader, I can't tell you what's right and wrong. I just read the cards, tell you guys what I'm feeling because most of it comes through intuitively. But this is proof, or at least confirmation for me that, like the way that I do my readings and, interpret the energy, it's something that you already know. And this is here. But this is like this King of Swords and the Chariot coming through in the unconscious or subconscious of what what we don't see, quote unquote, is that you already know. Some of you may just be in denial about wanting to move forward. But like I said, there's reward in that. And for some of you, you've manifested this. You just have to, stop being at war with yourself and look at, things for what it is with the Ace of Swords. So what's the recent past? The recent past. Two came out. We have the Star and the Ace of Pentacles. In the recent past, some of you were, given an opportunity. But it's almost like with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom. For some of you, you weren't interested. For some of you, you chose to go a different way. So what this makes me feel like is for some of you, this opportunity that you may have passed up in the past with the star energy, it could be, being represented to you again this week. It doesn't have to be this week, but that's what the intentions were set for this reading. And but like I always say, time as well as the energy is fluid, because it's like, yeah, some of you went to go, work or collaborate on something else with the 6 and the 3 of Pentacles. What's the near future? I'll clarify that 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so in the near future we have the Temperance card, which is a card of acceptance. It could also be a card of reconciliation, but it's ultimately a card of balance, emotional balance, spiritual balance. And then with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom, some of you, you could be wanting to, like, I'm getting, like, make a peace offering with someone. For some of you, it's an apology, reconciling, with someone to apologize. If this is all you, this is going to be, like, in the near future, you're going to be integrating something that you've learned that brings you in this temperance energy. So what do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? You got the 4 and the 5 of Pentacles. So for what you need to know is, like, whatever you're holding on to with this 4 of Pentacles, whatever you may be resisting, it's time to, like, truly let it go, because you're holding yourself up from getting to that Ace of Pentacles. And between the 4 and the 5 is the Ace. Yep. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's time for you to, like, open up. Some of you, you just don't want to be vulnerable. So you hold on to, things. It could be, insecurity. Some of you are so hyper-focused on your security and stability and finances that, you like, you don't want to weather the storm, because that's what I'm getting off of the 5 of Pentacles. You're like trying to hold back and prevent weathering the storm that's clearly up here. But like I said in the beginning, the only way out is through. And some of you just have to step into this Knight of Cups energy, even if you can't see where you're going. This is like stepping into the unknown with the 2 of Swords, and, as the 4 of Cups, stop focusing on this 3 Cups here. This is, look, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups trying to come in for you. What's the challenge or obstacle? Oh, I was supposed to leave that out. What was it? The 2 of Swords. What was it? Was it the 2 of Swords? Oh my god, I can't remember. It was something. Oh, the Knight of Cups. That's what it was. Just put this back. What's the challenge or obstacle? We had the 4 of Swords and the King of Wands. And for some of you, the challenge or obstacle is going to be, taking action on, what you already know. You're laying on the Ace of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So the challenge is going to be just you taking the action that needs to be taken to like wake up and go towards this Four of Wands. What's the hopes and fears? Hopes and fears. Yeah. So we have the Seven of Wands. So for some of you, the hopes and fears is like feeling like the word that I heard was, rejected. Some of you are hope that, if you're going towards a person that they won't reject you. But some of you just, there's like a fear of having to, it almost feels like having to fight or, defend your position. Whether, like I said, you're doing this for you or some of you are being guided towards another person. Some of you feel like it's going to be a fight. But the cards are saying, like, you have to have the courage to do it anyway. With the Strength and the Six of Wands. It's risky. But in not taking this risk, you jeopardize your happiness. With the Nine of Cups. But in taking this risk, it's almost like you obtain, that wish fulfillment. So what's the possible outcome? What's the possible outcome? Queen of Wands. And Seven of Pentacles. I feel like, because we got two true pairs out here. The King and Queen of Swords and the King and Queen of Wands. And with this energy here, it's almost like this, it really feels like another person. Like who your, the possible outcome is. Some of you, like, that it's really just saying, like, you don't know whether you want to invest back in with this person. But it's almost like you have to get secure within yourself first as the Queen of Pentacles. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. If this is all you, it's like you have to get more grounded in your feminine energy, because you've been investing a lot in this fire feminine energy, but it hasn't gotten you anywhere. Clarify this Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles for me. And I think we're going to look at the Six of Pentacles as well. So Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Because that's the possible outcome. And it's still like it's up in the air. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords. Some of you, you don't want to make a decision. Some of you are thinking, like, if you were to leave this person, you'll be, like, manipulating them. Some of you are being privy, like, you've possibly been manipulated by this person when it comes to, like, a home or some type of situation. Some of you are wanting to escape this energy as well. Give me one more. Like, and now they're saying the veil is lifted. So some of you could even be seeing this person like this, and it's like, it's almost like you can't believe it. So you don't know, you know. What's the Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. I said, some of you are just afraid of, it's like if you leave, maybe this person will feel cheated. But it's almost like with the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, it's almost like there's no return on this investment. So for some of you, you're going to have to follow your heart. This is the energy of following your heart, which is rewarding. Look, I told y'all that Wheel of Fortune, that Jupiter energy. You see it. Look at this. You cannot make this shit up. Look what following your heart leads to. The Six of Swords and the King of Cups is the following of the heart. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Lovers. You're going to be leaving the devil behind for the lovers. The last thing I said I wanted to clarify was the Six of Pentacles. So tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yep. Whatever you decided to invest in the past, and this is almost like with justice coming out, is karma. It's karma. But I still feel like there's reward that's coming to you, because it's almost like it's giving me that energy of like you bit off more than you can chew. If you were presented with an opportunity for a new beginning from whoever's in this star energy, show me the star, and you decided to go the other way or give into another situation, this star energy was the earth feminine energy that you kind of needed. They held the Ten of Pentacles, but for some of you it was an opportunity to be your own foundation. You decided to give into a foundation with, whatever it is, another job, another person, whatever it was. And it's like you ended up almost like they're giving me the energy of being taken advantage of. Give me one more for the Six of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. And like again with this Knight of Swords, it's like it's almost like with the Knight of Swords, the energy I'm getting is like you tried to save someone from something. And with Justice and the Knight of Swords here, it's like Justice is stepping in saying, nope, you made a choice in the past and you chose to give to something, you chose to invest or give to something else. But, and the cards are saying like, nope, it's time to stop putting in effort in whatever this situation is. It's time to stop. It's time for a new experience with the Page of Wands and the Fool. It's time for a new experience, because it's almost like the universe isn't going to let you redo this. Like whatever needed to be learned from this situation, either you're going to learn it this week or you have learned it. But whatever it is, the cards are saying that lesson is done. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Time for you to invest, plant your seeds, and collaborate elsewhere. That's what the cards are saying. Like, stop. Like, I feel like this is like, nope, no more. You won't do this again. You won't do it again. And what is this devil energy? I can feel like somebody's wanting that clarified. Yeah, it was a toxic emotional connection that you had to a person, place, or thing. And it caused you to almost reject a Queen of Cups energy with the Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So that offer that could have been made to you in the past by a feminine energy, you rejected it. So they took it and they filled themselves up. That's why they're showing up as the star. And they're just, they're doing them. They're working, minding their business, emotionally investing in themselves. And it's like you're watching them as the emperor, but you're not doing anything. They're not taking any action. But this masculine energy knows that whatever this situation is, both of these masculine energies, all of the masculine energies are like in review of knowing whatever situation they're in right now, it's dead, it's over. They just have to act on what they know. And then as the King of Swords, they know that it's time to move forward with the Chariot. And even from the 10 to the 4, that's the 6 of Swords, forward movement, getting to more calmer waters. Give me one more for the devil. Look. Allow yourself to receive this. Yes, look, you cannot make this shit up. The only way out of whatever emotional, toxic attachment, connection, the only way out is through. But it's going to be emotional. In the bottom of the deck, we have the moon. And then the sun. Like, yeah, there's an emotional highlight that's coming up this week. That, here's that 4 of Cups again. You have to follow your heart. And in following your heart, you step into this emperor energy, and you'll be coming from a more, higher place with the crown chakra card. This is crazy. And they're saying, like, everything that glitters isn't gold. What's the guidance or advice? What's the guidance or advice? The collective as it pertains to the energy for this week. Look, the Ace of Pentacles again, bro. Take this opportunity. Take this opportunity. That's what it's saying. Take it. Because like I said, for some of you with this magician here, the awareness, you manifested this. But in order to be able to receive it, there's a transformation that's needed. With the death card, you have to put death to this energy over here, up here. Give me one more. And this is you. We got 2 wands. One is the self. Yep. Spiritual strength. And that's like the 9 of Wands. That's the 9 of Wands. But then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Otherwise, what you're going to keep manifesting is this energy of, you're going to just stay in it. And it's like you're going to end up redoing it again. And I mean, we do have Saturn in retrograde, but it's in retrograde, in Aquarius right now. So, that is highlighting the associations and connections that you have with others. And some of them, they could be changing, some could be ending, but you could also, be starting something new. But you have to believe that, for one, you're strong enough to do it. You have to step into this Nine of Pentacles energy. Don't think of what you're going to be losing. Think of what you're gaining. This Ace of Pentacles, a fresh start. And here's that Six of Swords. Yep. So, they're saying one more. I'll get one more, then that's it. Can I get one more? Look, the Ace of Swords. Bam, I'm done. It's clear. We got the Ace of Swords twice, the Ace of Pentacles twice. It's clear. We got the Ace of Cups. It's clear, clear, clear. The sword. I almost want to read that to y'all because it's coming through very strongly. I'm just grabbing the book. Give me 1 second. What number is it? A sword. Because I want to say that's, one of the tools. Yep. 189. Okay. Alright, so it says the sword. The knife, the blade, the weapon. To use the sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. The choice is made and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear and decisive mind and a willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is hasty and violent, but the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. And remember, we had that we started out with the thread card. This moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourselves. We must make these cuts again and again if we are to grow. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infamous shaper of destiny. And it says, when the sword is in light, it cuts through to what is essential. When in dark, it's hasty, backstabbing, a dull and painful blade. Wow, I love it, y'all. I love it. And it's clear here. It's very clear. Something needs to be cut. So, as always, y'all, I thank you for tuning in with me. I hope everyone has a great week. Like I said, we got this full moon coming up. So, as always, I hope everyone is safe. Work with the energy. Don't work against it. And, I'll see y'all on the next reading. All right? Later.